Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I think we're live right now. You got EJ Brad from EJ Brad and Kai, and there is Kai right there. And we are here for another live concierge tip of the week. Now, I haven't done them live in a while because we've been filming them and then just scheduling them for every Sunday. So things were a little different this time as far as scheduling. We've been pretty busy lately, so decided, okay, I'm just going to do it live. We didn't have time to record it earlier, so that's what we're going to do. So I am here live. I'm waiting for a few people to come in, and we can see what happens so I can give you this week's concierge tip of the week. What we're going to be talking about today is, look, I had a little brain fog. No, what we're talking about today are Atlanta's best tours. Now, I don't know if you've ever taken a tour when you're going out of town. Some people do like taking tours. I've taken tours here in Atlanta myself, even though I've lived here for 22 years. So, I wanted to know a little bit more about the city. And, when you go to other cities too, you can do tours as well. So, they're good because they give you good information about the city that you're visiting, historic points of interest. If you don't want to explore it yourself, you can have guided tours that show you these things. And there's so many different types of tours. So we're going to explore that today. I hope that you all will join us. I'm going to look to see if there's anybody here that I can say hello to right quick. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. All right, we're going to get started. So, going to see if people jump in. We're going to get started. And like I said, today's tip of the week for this week is about Atlanta's best tours. I was trying to see. There we are. Kind of popped up right there, so now I can just see. Hey, yeah, there's some people here. Hello, best cousin, Terry Berry, and Sweet Lady V is there. Hello, hello. Kai 2G is there. Hey, Kai 2G. All right, so let's get started, y'all, because I got a lot to get through. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have my 5 best Atlanta tours that I think that you all will enjoy if you're visiting Atlanta. So the first one, number 1 that we're going to start with is the Atlanta Black History and Civil Rights Tour. Now this tour is about $67 and it is a 4-hour tour. So that tour is going to take you around some of the rich neighborhoods of Atlanta, some of the rich history about Atlanta, and points of interest. So places like Underground Atlanta, which is under redevelopment right now, Old Fourth Ward, which is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Atlanta, and also Tyler Perry Studios. So going to take you around to those different areas as well. And you're going to do that and be able to also step out of the van and take selfies and then get some food along the way because it doesn't include food. But it starts at $67 and it's really a good tour that will take you around to different parts of Atlanta, especially Tyler Perry Studios, because you really can't go into Tyler Perry Studios, but they do take you around, and I believe that this tour company might have just a little access to the front of it. I've actually been inside of Tyler Perry Studios. It is phenomenal. So it is something to see. All right, number 2 is a 90-minute guided tour by ATL Cruisers. Now, ATL Cruisers is an electric car tour. So it seats about 6 people comfortably. It's an open air during the summer months, and then during the colder months they attach windows to it, or in case it rains, because they do run like rain or shine. And it's a wonderful tour where they have a tour guide that takes you around to different areas. It takes you around 15 miles of Atlanta. So it's 90 minutes, 15 miles, and you get to see different points of interest as well. And it's a chance for you to really have an intimate tour. So, you have about 6 people. It could be like 6 of your friends. You book it all together. Or sometimes you're with other people. If it's just 2 of you, maybe 4 other people. But it's a really good tour that just takes you around and shows you a good part of Atlanta. And there is a lot to see here in Atlanta. There's so many different neighborhoods. A lot of people don't know. I'll give you a little fun fact that we have about 3 different skylines here in Atlanta. So you have the downtown Atlanta skyline, you also have the midtown skyline, and you have the Buckhead skyline. So there's like 3 huge where that has different skyscrapers, tall buildings, and you get to see a lot. The skylines are just gorgeous. And you've probably seen them in a lot of movies as well. And you know that ATL is like one of the places that has like what they call Hollywood now, the other black Hollywood or other Hollywood, so to speak, where a lot of movies are being filmed here. And to be perfectly clear, there are more movies being filmed here, but they've been filming movies here for years. It's just now that it's so popular. So, get a chance, if you can, come to Atlanta and see some of the things that we have here. If you like what you're seeing so far, I want you to like this live stream, okay, by hitting that thumbs up button, and so that you can get more from us, all right? So we're going to go on to number 3. Now, number 3 is the Flavors of Atlanta tour. The prices start at $99.99. Now, this is a tour, make sure I'm telling you correct, where you discover some of the most interesting cuisines, foods that they have around in Atlanta. Now, this tour has up to about 10 people. It is a food walking tour, so you'll be walking, and you'll start at St. Mary's Methodist United Church. So that church there is the starting point, and it is part of the tour because you'll have like a 4-course meal. Okay, you'll have 2 alcohol pairings with your meal, and you'll stop at different places. So the first place you'll stop at is the Margaret Mitchell House. You'll stay there for about 7 minutes, and Margaret Mitchell House, in case you don't know, Margaret Mitchell was the person who wrote the book Gone with the Wind, and she wrote that book inside of that home where she lived. So they have her personal tour of that as well if you want to take that. It's not part of this tour because you don't actually go inside. It's a separate admission for that. But if you want to see it, it is something to see as well. So you'll start at Margaret Mitchell House. You'll work your way over to across the street to the Federal Reserve Bank. Again, they have their own separate tour that you can buy tickets to, but you will get a chance to see the Federal Reserve Bank as a whole. And then you'll end up back at St. Mark's United Methodist Church, where they will have information about the architecture of the church, how it got started, the history of the church, and you will have your 4-course meal. So all that for like $99.99. So I think that was a really good thing to do, really good tour. All right. And also, number 4, we're going to start with number 4 again. Number 4. Okay, the Peachtree Trolley Tour. Now, this one is kind of dear to my heart because I have taken this one when I was in the Concierge Society of Atlanta. It is a classic trolley car, and it seats about 26 people. So you're riding in this vintage trolley that has like the little booth seats, and it has little windows, the half windows, and it's really something. So you're riding around in this trolley. It's about $34 per person, and you'll travel about 90 minutes in the trolley, but you'll go to different parts of old history of Atlanta, like some of the downtown areas, old Fourth Ward areas. We stopped at an old drugstore that has been around for 80 years. You get to see like part of where the Underground Railroad, not like the railroad cars that they had here, you'll get to see where that was, like where some movies were filmed in some historic places. They'll tell you about that as well. So it's a great guided tour. The tour guide has been in Atlanta for a lifetime, so they know a lot about Atlanta, and they'll give you some really good information. So the only catch is that I don't think it's a stop and go tour, so it is something that is kind of continuous, but they do have some surprises along the way sometimes, where they have a special guided tour, a guide with the tour guide, like a special guest, and they tell you history about Atlanta as well. So it's something that I think you all would definitely enjoy. Now, this is a short live today because this is my concierge tip of the week. So it's not a real long live, but I'm going to get to my last and final tour that I think is wonderful. Number 5. Number 5 is the Atlanta Beltline Food and Art Tour. Now, it starts at about $75. And for people who don't know what the Beltline is, the Beltline is this large path that goes around the perimeter of Atlanta. They've been building it for several years, and it's finally almost complete, I believe, to go all the way around. But that path connects all of the neighborhoods, you know, around Atlanta, around the perimeter. So they have like different shops and different trails and running trails, and it's just beautiful, like you just see it. So this tour allows you to walk to certain portions of the Beltline, and you'll get to sample 4 food restaurants, and those restaurants are either Black owned, Asian inspired, or LGBTQ inspired. So either owned by, you know, Asians, Blacks, or someone from the LGBTQ community. So that's what I think is really good about this tour, is that you get to experience different cultures. So it's 4 tastings, and then you also get to see some of the art that's around the Beltline, and they give you the history of that art. You'll even possibly speak to an artist that has some art on that Beltline. And there's a lot of different like graffiti art around the Beltline. It's just really fantastic. Also, if you get a chance, we did a Best Ice Cream in Atlanta video where we went to different ice cream stores, and the one that we picked for the best was on the Beltline. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I want you to see the video, but it was really phenomenal. So it's places like that that are unique to Atlanta. And if you ever get a chance to visit Atlanta, or if you've been to Atlanta and you've never done a tour, I want you to try one of these tours because I think you will really enjoy it. And I just want to conclude by saying thank you all for watching. We're going to have more live soon. There is Mr. Kai there. Hey, Kai. You know, Kai actually is the brains too behind the artistry of our videos, just so you didn't know. He edits all of our videos, so he does the artwork, the thumbnails, you know. So you'll see, when you see different things in our videos, think of Kai, you know, because he is the one that does all of those things. I usually come up with some of the concepts and the information, the descriptions, you know, but we work good as a team, and we're expanding more and more. You know, we have over 1,200 subscribers now, and we have just expanded even more. So you're going to see much more from us. Look out for another video from Vegas coming up soon, so you'll get a chance to see that. And I want to thank you all for watching. Please share this video. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, dong, so you can get more notifications from us. And I promise you that it will be something that you will love on a positive level, okay? So in parting, we are going to see you all on the what?
Next video.
That's right. All right? Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.